just keeps getting stranger, right? I want to direct you to a post that wants to disappear now. Find it real quick. It's the last few posts I've been typing more and kind of building up for a few plans, but it's on the blog and it's on the Facebook group Soft Disclosure Cloning Underground Basis Mind Control 0 Point Energy. It's one of the other groups that I've made based in this part, specifically soft disclosure. And so this one is, I just want to direct you to it, and I want you to procure the movie, hopefully in a way that the actors will support, which I'm sure they will anyway. They're probably not complaining about their paychecks for good reason, I guess. And so, yeah, check it out. So the post is, you can see it in the latest posts. I actually put a link to it. Soft Disclosure, The Discovery in capital letters. That's the title of the movie, 2017. Reread earlier posts, reread, or rewatch and listen to earlier videos. The first video, I explained this. I went through and explained how this worked. It wasn't enough time. It was an hour and a half for the video interview. I've gone on for hours, years later, or a year and almost 2 years later. And so, it's weird, trying to capture all of this in one, a little bit more than an hour interview. Obviously, a joke. I couldn't even tie in all that's been expressed in this movie, which is is the way to tell you what's going on. Telling you isn't going to work. It doesn't ever work. We've been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years. Of course it's not going to work. Why would it? Are you magical? Just here, give you something you're not going to pay attention to or accept, and you're just going to accept, all of a sudden accept it? No. When do people do that? They never do that. Especially if it's the most, if it's the basis for fear in this universe. Of course it's not going to work if people tell it. So, you have to be shown. It has to be done in a artistic way that basically touches you or moves you, and it tells you without you realizing you're being told. You're being shown what's going on. You have to be tricked into knowing what this reality is. We keep coming back here until we're ready to move on, until we've achieved a level of completion that is required to let go of that which holds us back unconsciously, because until we have full awareness of our unconscious, that which is inherently unconscious in this place, then that guides us. And excuse me, weird noises. That guides us, and when the conscious mind shuts off, we kind of just go like a dandelion in the wind. We just go wherever the stream is going, flowing. And there's it expands. Technically, there's no number to the limit. There's no limit to the number. It's the same way of looking at it, forwards and backwards. No number to the limit or no limit to the number. It just means it's virtual of how many streams there are and what the possibilities are. Which means this one that's definitively happening now, technically, is also happening simultaneously in the exact same way that other ones are also simultaneously happening. So what makes this one the one that we're experiencing now? It's all perceptual entrainment. But the idea is that to get to the other ones, you have to figure out why you're here, and eventually you'll find a pathway into something else. The projects, they figured out these layers of immortality, these methods, and they use temporal, quantum stabilization technology to create a grid around an area, and then they can basically recycle what we think of as a trap is a trap just as much as life is a trap. And what we think of as the light is actually, in a way, the darkness, because it's what keeps us coming back and doing the same things over and over again when we could be doing anything if we could remember that we've been here before. And I've explained this before, I've written about it before. It's bubbles of time, closed time-like curves. The scientists and the underground bases figured this out. They figured, the occultists figured it out. And a lot of people want to go to war to invent it so that they can maintain power, because there's no death, there's no loss. All right, what's the problem? Well, some people still want to rule. Now they don't want to rule a country. They want to rule the whole universe now. That's it. They want the whole thing. It's a bit of a problem. But it's really not. It's weird. I don't know. If I could tell you everything, I don't know what you would do. Possibly run around naked and go into the woods. It's a good response. Everyone gets an awakening. It's a planned event. It's a group effort. It's carefully calculated and monitored. Technology enables this. Technology created this. It's a mishap, as well as just pieces that fell into place to create what we're in. And we, in the same way, by being here, create the system that seemingly traps us. It's consciousness and fear. When we overcome fear, we move into a state of pure awareness. That's what empowers everything. The last couple posts will touch on this. The body, in the difficulties we face, is like a backwards engineered artificial intelligence's rendition of a way to replicate our consciousness, and in that sense create like a mold, a cast, a counteractive, literally like something that sticks on us and creates a negative image. Or if you have a photography, when you have the negative image, it's the opposite of the colors. If you lifted the colors out, well, it's lifting our spirit out and creating a physical form out of that. We're the shadow of the spirit. That's what the body is. And so the realm is the shadow of the body that enshadows the spirit. We're in this double negative Fabergé egg type thing, and it keeps going. So we have to develop the pathway. And it's kind of like Terence McKenna said, what we must understand here is that we are trapped in some kind of, I'm not sure how he said it, but it seems like he said some kind of higher dimensional artwork. I don't think that's the word he used, though. Trapped in a piece of artwork.